Yes, people, how we are doing? This is a very hot day. I'm your host, Leo Edochie, and you are watching Lion in the Room. If you are listening, welcome as well. This is a podcast brought to you by Lion's Den Studio Productions, an opportunity to work on videography and all forms of media brought to you by myself. As I work on this podcast, I bring on different kinds of people, from people around my age, sometimes people younger, because you never know who's going to inspire you. But today, I have the pleasure of bringing on individuals who are a lot older than I am, so they are well-versed in this game called life. And they had the opportunity to meet different kinds of people, although through transportation services, it's still a lot more than you think. And I have the pleasure of welcoming the owner of Ace Cars, Ibrahim, and his employee, Zamir. Welcome, guys. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you very much for having us.
Lovely stuff. I do appreciate you guys coming on. Talk to me. How is the business going, and how have things been with you?
Yeah, it's good. Like I said, yesterday was very hot, but today is good. And same business-wise is doing good as well.
Great stuff. I like that. What's it like running the company? Because I imagine you guys started this in 2022, sometime around the pandemic, or was it 2021 if I'm...
Just before lockdown, yes.
Okay, just before the lockdown. So what was it like starting the company in those times? Because I do imagine with the restrictions in terms of how people move around and how you had to work around it, what was that like?
Like before pandemic, it was like different life. After pandemic, it's very restriction and too many things change. It's very hard and very difficult as well. But still, we done our best. We done all the necessary requirement, whatever that medical says, like NHS says, to do this with pandemic. We done our best. And yes, basically it's all hard work, which we done in lockdown.
That's good. You tend to see that a lot of hard work needs to be put in place for these businesses to work, or if anything, adapt to these I wouldn't really call it problems, but I guess the happenings of the world, because these are things we can't really change, and that's what really makes a very good establishment, being able to work around any situation. And you guys have been able to do that amongst your competitors as well. Zamir, we've known you for a very long time as well.
That's right, yeah.
But I'd like to know, what's it like being a taxi driver?
I've done this job for a very long time, and me and Ibrahim, we go back many years in our previous sort of company. I enjoy driving and I enjoy meeting people. I'm sure your family is like family to me, because I've known you guys for years now. It has its challenges, when you could be stuck in traffic, or you're waiting for that customer from a flight where the flights are delayed. So you have that where you've got to be occupied, and also you've got to put yourself in the shoes of a customer. So my job is, as a chauffeur driver, to take that customer from A to B, but also do it in a professional manner that they feel at ease when you have a professional driver who's taking them to the airport or events in London. So I think I'm sure that my boss here will use me as a prime example how the chauffeur driver should address, and also how he should communicate with the customers in the car.
I agree. And I'd like to just use this opportunity to ask you, Ibrahim, what inspired you to start your taxi company? Because it's not just, I should also correct myself, this is also, this is luxury service. It's not just a regular taxi service. So I do apologize for that. But what inspired you to start the luxury taxi company?
Yeah, basically you can say like it's all transport business now. Before I used to work as a driver, then I feel myself when I'm working for somebody, so why can't I work for myself and give better service and different opportunity? Now too many company around, like mainly our competitor is like Uber. So they got too many like IT side, basically go app. They got like customer app, and they got like booking platform. All is like convenient, click in your phone. So same thing we try to do ourselves. So we have everything what Uber have. And like same time, like card payment or any other payment we can do there and there in the car. And we have like our own app, passenger app, And with the same thing with the driver app, and we can track our driver anywhere, wherever they go. And most we have our local based office in Reading itself, and we got our own telephone number and everything. We like one step ahead with the Uber.
Okay.
So still Uber is our competitor.
Of course, no, I do understand. Where your office isn't too far from town, isn't too far from university, it's easily accessible.
Yes.
And that's very good, because if there's ever any person that's either looking for work or looking to, I guess, meet with any of you before booking drives or anything like that, they can easily access there, they can go there, and it's a very good benefit. It's a very good benefit to have. Zemi, I wanted to ask about your time working with Ace Cars as well, because I want to imagine you've also been in the game for quite a while. So what's it been like working for a few other companies and then probably moving over to Ace Cars?
I think Ace Cars, I think working for them guys is that they're relaxed. They're willing to go out their way to help the driver's situation. And I appreciate the opportunity that Ibrahim has given me as a chauffeur driver in the company. And I think it works both ways. When you've got a happy driver, you've got a happy boss, you've got a happy customer.
True.
So it works both ways. But I think Ibrahim will tell you that majority of the work that I get, they vetted me to do these certain jobs which no other drivers probably can do. So I appreciate the opportunities given me. I think the first thing is that drivers got to be smartly dressed, and they got to know a little bit of knowledge about the area that they go in and do their own sort of research.
So would you say that you are one of the top drivers, or you're like the head honcho?
Well, for me, I can't say that. My boss will answer that for me.
Well, would you say he's the head honcho? Like,
yeah,
everybody.
He's like a top driver with a headset. Yes.
So that means you're very reliable then.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
And these are things I actually tell you as well, because you are. If I had to use this word, you're a model example of a good driver, at the same time a good chauffeur. Let me not just call you a driver, because truthfully, you're doing more. I've met different kinds of people that have taken me into different places, and it really doesn't matter if you talk to me or not, but the fact that you do and you try to tell me about the area you're taking me around is very nice, it's very insightful, and I appreciate those things. People learn to appreciate it, and people that don't already do that should learn to appreciate that. So it's a very good thing that you guys have, and it should be praised. It really should be praised, honestly.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Of course.
Again, like for him, my job is just sitting in office, just operation the manage, how it is going smooth. But him or other driver is like a eyes of the company. They goes and see the customer. We just take the phone call, or we just take the booking on email and WhatsApp.
Yeah.
But this is the people who actually meet the customer. So this is our eyes of the company.
Yeah, you represent
the Ace Cars. Yes, exactly.
I appreciate his work as well.
That's
so
very good.
He won so many a driver of the month award as well in our company.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's some things you're not saying. That's some things you're not saying.
Yeah, wow. I have been given the employee of the month. Yes. Yeah.
No problem. Well, that's a very good thing, because it shows that you're working hard and you're an example of hard work.
Thank you.
Plus your work ethic, as I just realized you mentioned as well, you have good work ethic. Even in terms of when you work, you come to work early, or if anything, you arrive early. More times than not, if you can, you find yourself there 10 minutes early or 5 minutes early. Why is that so important to you? Because you could actually get there at the time mentioned, or if anything, 5 minutes later or 3 minutes later.
I think if you've got a customer, let's say a business customer, and I think I've done it with you as well yourself, when you're traveling to the airport and you've got that flight to catch, I think very importantly for the customer who's waiting at home, he can get a message and say, your driver's already here 15 minutes early. But he can relax and say, well, I don't need to panic. My driver's here, and I'll come out 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever the time he's booked the car. And I think my motto is, and I'm sure my boss's motto is that if you can arrive early, but not on the dot, but early, they will appreciate that this company goes out of his way to come 10, 15 minutes early. And I think you probably know, I've taken you a few times, of course, as you know. I'm always early.
Yes.
And I hope I don't have that sort of reputation where I've been that 1 minute late.
No, it's never been actually, and if there ever was, I've never actually noticed such. And I like how you have explained this, because these are not things that you teach in school. These are not things you have to teach a person. It's ethics, and ethics is a thing that you can carry everywhere and anywhere when you're able to show that at your place of work. Times when it's not necessarily required, it's still a good thing to have. And It's definitely something that everybody should work on and everybody should work towards having. But like I've already said, people, this is Lion in the Room. If you do enjoy what we put out, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll be moving into our next segment where we get to know a bit more the juicy side of the transportation service. Great. Obviously, guys, I do have this one question, and I would like for you to tell me about it. What's one of the most memorable or unusual passenger stories that you've ever heard from any of your drivers or from you, Zamir?
I think one of my memorable stories, I have taken two very famous clients. One is David Seaman.
Wow.
David Seaman is a former Arsenal goalkeeper and England goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
He actually lives quite locally, not far from here. So I've had the pleasure of meeting him and taking him to a restaurant just outside Reading. And the other customers I've taken is Phil Tufnell. Now, you probably not heard of Phil Tufnell. Phil Tufnell is the England cricketer.
Oh, okay.
He's retired now. He also has his own radio talk show, and he's appeared on Question Sport. So he was a former spin bowler for England. So I have had the pleasure of taking him from his hometown. He was over in Sonny to raise money for a primary school for sports.
Mm-hmm.
So I was his driver, taking him there and taking him back. So yeah, there are some famous people you meet along the line of this business.
Do you enjoy it? Do you get to have these conversations, or are you very chatty people?
Yes, definitely. I think it depends. If you take them there, if it's 5 a.m, no one wants to chat at 5 a.m. But when you take them at a certain time in the evening, they do talk to you. They do say, the common thing, are you busy? Like everyone does. But yeah, I think it all depends on that individual driver, how he come across to his customers. But I generally get on with everyone. So I've had good conversations with them. In fact, I've had a memorable customer that I've taken in once from when we had a lockdown. It was during the lockdown or just after. I've taken this gentleman who lives in America. It's said he's come to clear his mother's house, and he had a very old BMW sitting on his driveway, and he said, that belongs to my mother. Would you like to take that car off my hands? And I said to him, what do you mean? He said, well, look, it's yours, but it might be a scrap because it's been sitting there for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I offered to pay for the car, but he said, no, just consider it as a tip. It might be a scrap, but just consider it as a tip. So I took that off in hand, and I've had that car for, I think it was 4 years, but just recently got rid of it. So yeah, that was the hardest tip I've ever received of someone.
That what a tip that is, man. Wow, that's really nice. That's a lovely experience, and it makes me wonder, when you get to drive some of these people that you may consider celebrities, and you drive what we'll call regular people, everyday people, those that call on the service, and you come over and pick them up. Do you ever find it different? Do you guys ever feel as though you're driving different people, or you treat everyone the same?
I think with me, because most of the work that I do for my company I work for is corporate, is business travel, and it's mostly long distance, so i.e. airports. Occasionally when the company will be stuck, they will give me certain local jobs. And I treat everyone as I would treat my long distance customers, which professional and if necessary, very discreet.
Ibrahim, I do have a question for you as well. Now, actually for the both of you, because I did mention the use of what they call ride sharing apps like Uber, Lyft. The question here says, how has the rise of ride sharing apps like Uber and Lyft impacted your company, and how have you adapted to stay competitive? Because it's very easy for a person to pick up a phone, make an account for Uber, sign into Google, set it up there, pick whatever car they want, and automatically get someone over. But a person who trusts a company or trusts a driver will always feel comfortable calling on that person. Even if they have to wait for an hour, they're never going to have to wait for an hour, but you know my point.
I think with do you want me to answer this one?
Yeah, no.
Okay. I think with Uber is just an app company. So people want instant result with an app. So it works wonders with big cities like London. You can see how big London is, and people want Uber there and then. And you have Ubers waiting in every corner of London, Birmingham, Manchester. Reading is a very small town, and so it's not like London or Birmingham or Manchester. I think, there's advantages, disadvantages having an Uber app. One is if you're traveling locally, it will work straight away. But however, if you're trying to book a ride to go to airport or London the next day, it's very hard to book because you can't pre-book it, I think. This is from knowledge I know.
Yeah.
Now, I think a lot of people will prefer to speak to an operator that they can feel satisfied that their car is booked to the airport. And if for some reason there's a delay somewhere or they think they haven't sure whether they've got the booking or not, they can still pick up the phone and ring that company and say, well, look, I booked a car. Is the driver on the way? You can. But with Uber as an app, I think you can't physically phone someone and say where the car is. So you've just following that. And we have the same. We do have the app on our company as well, which is the same features as Uber is on the app.
A lot of people or younger people feel as though it's quicker. It's easy to access. A lot of times they don't worry about the possible, maybe the safety of it. You don't really know who it is. As much as the app can tell you the name of the person coming to pick you up, you are sometimes not too sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a way to work around safety measures, whereas your employees and the customers can still keep yourself safe?
Yeah, we do some kind of this measurement, like with the customer. When they call, they know like Zamir will come, some other driver will come. So they very rely to us. But if you do if you book from app, XYZ driver came, you don't know, maybe he come after 2 years. Maybe you don't know about who will come to you, pick you up. But with us, we got limited drivers and they are very good. And that this is driver you can rely.
That's very true. No, that's very true. What lessons have you learned as a business owner that you wish you could share with your younger self? You've worked in this business for a while. What could you tell your younger self to make life easier for you when you were a child, when you were starting?
I can say just work hard and leave rest, and your hard work will bring you up.
Literally just the hard work.
Just the hard work. Yes.
But what about when some people struggle with accepting that? When you're young, you don't realize that your challenges are what's going to make you better, is what's going to make you achieve. So what would you say to people really struggling? How do they push for their goals aside from working hard?
Yeah, you can keep patient and keep working hard. One day it will come.
The patience, all right, that's fine. Then that's fair. Patience is always a virtue in everything that you do. You still have to be able to add that, because failures will come. You in starting a business or in getting a job or in trying to improve on yourself, failures will come. But failure is just a way of showing that you didn't get it right this time. The next time you try it again, the next time you build on something, the next time you look for a particular job or wherever it is you're trying to find to make a statement for yourself will eventually come.
Yes.
So I do like that. I do like that. What's the strangest item someone has ever left in your taxi?
Strangest item. I think the most common item is mobile phones.
People still leave
mobile phones. Yeah. So strangest. I've never. Just trying to think. No, I've never had a strange thing. Mobile phone is the most common thing they've left.
Yeah, and the keys.
And the keys as well.
Yes.
I imagine because you guys don't normally allow people to just leave your things about and things like that, because you still have to keep your space tidy and all of that.
Yes, definitely. But I make a habit of, when I take people to the airports, I will say, have you got your phone with you? Because one thing, they play with the phone in the car and it's on the back seat because they've gone. And you don't want that sort of timing coming back again to dropping the phone off.
True.
Because it's costing you fuel and time.
True.
Yeah.
There's just little extra measures that you add to make your business a lot easier. That's good. That's good. Well, if you are still tuned into this is Lion in the Room. We have been having a podcast where we get to talk to Zamir and Ibrahim, owners and workers from Ace Cars. It's a lovely conversation, and I would definitely recommend tuning in. if you are living in Reading or you're somewhere around the Berkshire vicinity, I would recommend using their service as well. I use Ace Cars. I've been using Ace Cars for a while, so has my family, and it is a very nice service. I enjoy conversations, and if there's anyone that's going to talk with me as I go on a ride, I will take it and I will appreciate it. If you can see this over here, I do have a nice little brochure that they've given me. It actually has a 10% discount if you scan the QR code. I'm not too sure if you guys can do that from a screen, but I will try my best to put a link there as well. They also have an app that you can download on the App Store and Google Play, and they have their number down here. So all of this information will be at the end of the video, but if you can see it now, pause the video and go show them your support. But we'll be moving into the next segment as well. Now, with every company, every business, dream, aspiration, there should be a future plan. There should be future achievements, and there should be, I would say, something set out so you can hold yourself accountable and gradually improve as you build something for yourself or you continue to strengthen the foundation of what you already have. With that put into motion, I would like to ask you, Ibrahim, where do you see Ace Cars moving in the next 5 years?
In future, I'm trying to build up my company with recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
People give recommend to other people. Like we're doing everything in like booking app and everything about the company.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're looking around not only for our customer as a driver community as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be looking after them to make them happy. So they happy, we are happy. So we do some get together parties as well.
Yeah.
Last week we done barbecue party with the driver.
That's
so
nice.
We are very friendly with them, just to make and grow. And future, yes, I'm looking for grow up.
Great. So through these charismatic values,
Yes.
you use the recommendations to put out your company there, to show obviously the people that are working there, and to also show what the company is about, like what I would say what the company stands for. And a lot of what I've picked up from this conversation is the fact that you prioritize communication and at the same time high value service. Those are things that work hand in hand because they allow you to do the best job you can while still protecting your employees and giving the customers, I would say, a memorable time as whether they're going over to an event or just heading down to the airport. Speaking of events, I mean, have you actually ever taken anyone to a wedding, anything like that before? Because I did see you guys have that on the website as well.
Yeah, sure. So yes, I have. We've had a couple of weddings. This is the wedding season now. This summer coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think last year we've done a few wedding events and stuff. And when we have to cater for that wedding event, the car's got to be spotless. And that particular car cannot go out to do any other work.
Okay.
Because if you pick up a certain, let's say there's a problem on the motorway, there's an accident, or you get involved in an accident, that car's off the road then, and you've got to find that emergency replacement to do that wedding job. And I think that's very important. The cars are very spotless. Drivers are suited and booted for this special event for the couple who's getting married.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Now, in terms of the cars, what kind of car is that? What kind of car are you talking about?
So most of our cars are Mercedes.
Okay.
Most of them are Mercedes E-classes. We do have certain cars which is available on request.
Mm-hmm.
But these are only cars if a special occasion like your proms, or your wedding venue, a bride or groom, they're getting married and they want that certain S-Class or even an Audi A8 or Bentley or Rolls-Royce. So this is not up to me, but it's up to my boss to arrange all this. But he does all that.
We do have,
True, but that's very nice. It's always good to have variety as well. And the fact that you have items that are limited to particular events keeps, I would say it gives people an opportunity to, really just try different items out. You're getting married, then you know that you're going to have a very exclusive ride that you don't get on your day-to-day trip to the airport
definitely.
Or heading over to another little county, So it's nice. It's a special feeling and it's really good in pushing out your business. It's really good in pushing out your business, and I do like that. Moving on with my questions, have there been any moments where either of you thought about giving up in your work, in your aspirations, or in any of the dreams you've had for improving a company?
I think you always go get that moment in life where you think, I've done this job for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever it is, there will be a moment in your life you're thinking, well, I'm getting bored with this. I want something different.
Yeah.
And there's been moments in my life that I wanted to do something different, but eventually this kind of business all draws you back. And there's two reasons for that. One reason is your customers are your friends.
Mm-hmm.
So all the drivers are your friends. So you're going to miss that aspect of it as well. And when you try something new, it's not going to be easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be hard work. So, yes, I have tried many times, but I think all along I've always come back.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But you've never been really
I
ready to give up. It's just hard work and we're moving forward.
No, I didn't get that thinking, but I always think about moving forward.
Yeah.
Just growing ourselves.
That's good then. That's good.
Anybody think about taxi in Reading, just think about Ace Car first.
Yeah, you've
Better
heard it.
than everybody.
You've heard it.
Yes.
And I like the fact that you are able to focus on the hard work. What's built up that mentality for you? What's made it so easy for you to, well, not easy, but what has built up that hard-working, challenge overcoming mentality that you have?
Main thing is that you need to love your work. That makes everything.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
I actually have an episode coming out where my guest also said you have to love your work to really make the best out of it. You can't just think you're doing it for the money, because at some point the money can no longer bring you in.
Yes.
You have to really enjoy where you are to bring out the best.
Definitely.
In your abilities.
That is my thing.
Great stuff. Great
Best
stuff.
of the best.
I really like that, because it is true. A lot of people do end up, well, mainly young people, because I always say that as you get older, you have the opportunity to grasp wisdom. You don't just get older and automatically get wiser, but as you acknowledge life situations, you acknowledge encounters and conflicts, things that happen in work. And in your everyday life, you have the opportunity to make yourself better for it, because as you choose to either get married, you have children, you build up a generation, you have the knowledge to pass down, you know? So when a person is able to work on such a mentality, it's very good. You have a lot of people that struggle with those things, but it's very good to see that you still have to enjoy what you're doing. You can't really just look at the material. A lot of people try to look at the material, and after a while it does fade away. You know, it fades away. But for you guys, I admire that. It's really nice. What do you hope your drivers or employees take away from working in your company beyond just a paycheck?
Happiness.
That's nice. So what about you, Zamir? What do you hope you could take away, you and your colleagues could take away from working with someone like Ibrahim?
I think working with Ibrahim is a laid-back boss. He doesn't pressure us.
Mm-hmm.
We come to work and we have any problems, we talk to Ibrahim and he tries to find a solution to try and make it for us better.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's been a couple of occasions where, as you know, I've had some emergencies where I have to fly out.
Yeah.
And I've still got the car, still waiting. He tells me, keep the car in your driveway. It's yours. When you come back, the keys are there, the car's there. So I think there's not many bosses who will do that. But he's very easygoing. So I appreciate what he's done for me. And I appreciate what he's done for all of the drivers that work in the company.
Lovely. That's nice.
Same.
So there's what will I call it? There's like a mutual respect as you work together. You do understand that this is your boss, but he gives you the respect of an individual, a working individual, a good employee at the same time, and as a human being as well. So
Definitely,
that's very lovely, because we do have moments where we need that time to ourselves, or we need to truly attend to serious things. And it's really just nice to work with a person that's able to understand, appreciate, and make time for us to address whatever is going on in our lives.
Definitely.
I really do appreciate that. And I do appreciate you guys coming on. But unfortunately, this is all the time that we have. And I would like to just use this to know if there's anything you'd like to share, any of you would like to share. Take the stage, sir. Nothing, or just working hard?
Yeah, just working hard with good heart.
Okay. So work hard and you have a good heart, because having a good heart, you're then able to see why you need to work hard. And Zamir, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Not really, but I think to do this kind of a job as a driver, chauffeur driver, stroke, private hire driver, or taxi driver, you've got to enjoy meeting people. And as Leo, you know me for many years now, I do enjoy meeting people, all walks of life and all walks of cultures. So I also enjoy driving. I think you have to love your job to be in it. And that's what I love about my job.
That's very lovely. That's good. There is always going to be the humane side of it. It can't just be for the material. You have to enjoy it. You have to find a way to enjoy the people around it. And at the same time, you have to show yourself some love and take some good time, take some patience, work on yourself, work on your craft, and really understand why you're in that circle. And you are there to make a difference. So I do appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you for having us. I really appreciate that.
Yes.
Definitely. Thank you very much, people. As I've already mentioned, this is Line in the Room. If you have enjoyed this episode, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. We will continue to work on things like this where we bring on much older individuals that give us an opportunity to see into their day-to-day life, their work life, what they've learned, and what they're ready to share. And what we've gotten from these two individuals, these two men, is literally just to work hard, find some patience, work well with people, and enjoy what you're doing. Try your best to enjoy what you're doing. There will be ups and downs, but when you're willing to stand up, you will be able to achieve. Thank you for watching. Take care and God bless.